want to be anywhere else. College Station, Texas, as the 6th-ranked Aggies get set to take on Kent State. And a capacity crowd or close to it on hand on this warm, hot night. Toss, they deferred, so A&M will get the football first, and we will see Haynes King and this Texas A&M offense first. A short kick taken by Jalen Preston around the 20-yard line. 10 from the 25-yard line. Handoff right side goes to Spiller, big hole, and he's out over the 30 to the 32-yard line. Give him 7.5, 8 yards, and that's a guy they can certainly lean on. So on 2nd down and short, King will keep it near side. Here's a little pitch. That one goes to Anaya Smith. Breaks a tackle out over the 40. First down at the 41-yard line. Swings it out to Spiller. He has a first down inside Kent State territory. Elvis Hines pushes him out of bounds, but a gain of 12. Another first down, inside handoff, Spiller, big hole, breaks a tackle, breaks 2. Inside the 30, down to the 27, give him 20 more yards. Get him 25-yard line. Another first down. Stay on the ground. This time they go with Anaya Smith. Flag comes down around the 30-yard line. Back a little bit.
Holding, number 55, offense. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay first down.
1 to the near side, 3 to the top of your screen. They will go to the top. Quick hit to Weidermeyer, the tight end, and he is stuffed. No gain on the play. Wells going. Dre, I don't know that we're going to see Mr. Choate. Maybe we'll see at the end of the drive. Snaps on the punts and extra points. They'll go near side. Caleb Chapman on a 2nd down and 21. 15-yard line. Spiller in the backfield. He'll stay in to block. Pressure comes. Underneath route. Pass is caught there by Chase Lane, and he'll have the first down.
Dave, I really like how King stepped up in the face of that edge pressure. You have to manipulate the pocket sometimes, especially in this league. Buy yourself a little bit of time.
Up in the near side slot. They'll hand it off to Spiller. Little stutter step wrapped up there around the 10. Falls to the 9-yard line. So give him a couple when it's all said and done.
Until October 9th when Alabama comes a knocking on this place.
They'll fake it to Spiller, come back across the middle to Weidermeyer, and he catches it around the 5. Dean Clark makes another tackle out of that. Coming near side, pass is caught, Anaya Smith, touchdown.
Anaya Smith does a great job. He starts inside, he sees the clutter, he bounces it back out to that space, and then the young quarterback, Haynes King, got there on time. That's the important thing. Where were his eyes, where were the head, and then you find your guy on time. All really good stuff on this drive.
Nations revolving around the 9/11 attacks. For those who lost their lives and the first responders, it is a spectacle to behold for sure. Ikeem Johnson on that return, the Syracuse transfer.
He reminds me of somewhat of a slightly more athletic Bernie Kosar.
They open in a 5-receiver look. A quick slant out over the 30. That's a first down, a gain of 11.
The snap of the ball.
Cooper in the backfield. They will hand it off to him, and he'll take it close to the 35-yard line. So a good gain on first down. But
under Josh Heupel, who's now with Tennessee, how fast can you go and what can you do with it?
Crum keeps it. A flag comes down at the line of scrimmage. DeMarvin Leal with a big hit on Crum.
Well, this might be called a horse collar, but the question is whether the quarterback was outside the pocket. That doesn't exist inside the pocket, but if Crum became a runner and got outside, then certainly it can be a penalty.
Personal foul, face mask, number 16, defense. 15-yard penalty from the
Can't
end of
hear
the run.
the referee, but it's the face mask variety, so the horse collar didn't matter whatsoever. Big Crum is doing a run-pass option here. He pulls it, but then you see the second defender, DeMarvin Leal, gets there just as he pulls A&M.
Marquez Cooper comes in the backfield again, and they will hand it to him, trying to get outside and nowhere to run. Maybe, well, they're actually going to spot it right back at the line of scrimmage, perhaps.
So if
it's actually a loss of a yard, so second down and 11. They will run it, and ran it right into a maroon wall. No gain on the play. DeMarvin Leal.
5 in the box means run, but maybe not into this group.
Little shoulder fake coming near side. Pass is caught there by Dante Cephas. And he'll have a first down at Texas A&M's 38-yard line, a pickup of 12.
Really good look.
Play fake, nowhere to go, so Crum will take it himself. Crum to the 20. He'll run out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Leon O'Neal pushes him out of bounds, but you're seeing the other aspect of what makes Dustin Crum so dangerous.
And you see that blitz off the edge, the blitz off the slot. It was a run-pass option. Crum pulled it, and it's the extended play that wasn't defended well.
Broken tackle. Cooper will take it down around the 7-yard line.
And off we go again.
They can get a first down inside the 2-yard line. Cooper again stuffed at the line of scrimmage.
Inside the red zone for Kent State.
Crum keeps it and is slammed to the ground. Shamar Turner making the play, the freshman out of DeSoto, Texas.
So it's a run pass option, and Crum got the pass look, but the bottom line is the pressure from that defensive line tonight is going to arrive a whole lot faster than it does playing in the Mid-American Conference.
So a 30-yard field goal. Kick is on the way. And Andrew Glass at his first kick at the collegiate level splits the uprights. It's 7-3 here at Bryan College Station. On it will. And one of the things I think is a hot topic, Kelly, down there at the bottom, name, image, and likeness rules take effect. And
better late than never, as far as I'm concerned. I don't think it affects anything on the field. I don't think it'll affect locker rooms at all. But hey, there are a lot of people making a lot of money off of these young men, so why not them?
this kick is going to, almost went to 10 yards. That was a tricky bounce right at the end. It goes out of bounds.
What's going to happen? How about that first drive by this young man? 6 for 6, overcame 1st and 20. 2 progression reads that I could see that he went to the right guy. That wasn't the first guy, by the way.
To 5:22. 5:22 on the game clock.
Hey, not only that, he had 5 different receivers. Yeah. You've talked about spreading the football around, and he did exactly that.
Yeah, Jimbo Fisher is about distribution of the football at that position. King did a great job in drive 1 of this young career.
Well, the fortunate bounce certainly helps out Texas A&M with outstanding field position. They'll hand it off to Spiller, and he's inside the 35. He picks up a dozen yards on that carry.
Did it really well, picked up a first down, ultimately a touchdown.
Anaya Smith hurdles a couple of players, including one of his own. Run out of bounds at the 31-yard line, a gain of 3 for.
In that one, we'll see how that goes. Malik Cunningham, the other quarterback, they may score each about 50 in that game.
Oh, Smith dropped it. Former running back who was kind of moved out to the wide receiver spot late last year, just really found a home, and they've kept him there, but you'll see the ball in his hands a lot, many different ways.
Yeah, with the football.
So 3rd down. King over the middle, high throw. Trying to hit Chase Lane. That one's incomplete. It'll be 4th down. Let's see if Jimbo,
King just airmailed it.
A 49-yard field goal attempt on the way from Seth Small is good. The young man has converted 80% of his field goals over the last 2 years. That is his 30th. He is now 30 of 37 the last 2 years.
The night before. That's insane. Almost 40 grand coming to watch people yell at each other.
Nykeem Johnson, who was an ACC, all-ACC return specialist, now wearing the Kent State.
With what this young man, this new quarterback, is doing already.
Wide open near side, big catch. Marquez Cooper out to the 45-yard line, and here we go. They got that first down after a pickup of 20.
The ball about every 10 seconds.
They'll go to the wide side of the field. Pass caught around midfield. That one goes to Johnson.
And over on the top of the screen.
Second down. Little wide receiver screen. That'll only get a couple of yards. So a third down coming up.
Heads up.
Crum. Throw was a little bit behind Cooper. It's incomplete. Now it's fourth down, and Sean Lewis wants to punt it away. 3 plays took a minute and 11. Actually, those 4 plays took a minute and 11 off the clock. That punt will hit inside the 15, scooped up there around the 9 by Smith. And so Texas A&M with a long field to work with.
Gained some traction in year 2.
I hope.
I'm hoping for you, brother. I'm hoping for you.
Handoff goes to Isaiah Spiller. It's been a long couple of years. Gain of 7.
Boy.
Second down and 3. Spiller, first down. So far tonight. King stands in the pocket, lofts it up, looking for Weidermeyer, and that one will be incomplete. Jalen, a 6'5", 200.
Ease of receiving at the tight end position. That young man has all of them.
Averaged almost 5 catches a game last year. King, this is what he can do. A danger with great speed. Turns the corner, gets out over the 30 to the 33-yard line, and that'll be a Texas A&M first down after a gain of 13 to match his jersey.
But watch how King was a runner, but he was looking to throw until the very end. That's what he's going to have to build into, because Jimbo likes to throw the football. He likes to throw it to balance in the run game. So keep your throw alive until you get to that line of scrimmage, and then you got to be a willing runner. That was good stuff by the youngster.
18 plays and 8 first downs. Now 19 plays and 8 first downs for Texas A&M. And Haynes King.
Quarterback's really hard. He's demanding, he's not demeaning, but he coaches him up, and that young man can take it.
King flushed out of the pocket. Throws on the run, and Weidermeyer makes the catch. First down, Texas A&M at the 48, a 13-yard pickup. Third possession of the game for Texas A&M. A touchdown on the field goal on their first 2. King going deep, looking for Chapman, and he can't hang on to it. No flags, so it'll be second down. Well, we got to check it. Second, let's get an update. Here's Kevin.
Plethora of new quarterbacks in elite programs all around the country.
King going up top again, has a man right through the hands of Spiller. Would have been a tough catch. It'll be third down and 10. Pressure comes, they pick it up, and King sees a little bit of a hole, dancing around. Still running. He's going to run for a first down. My goodness. That is crazy. A gain of 14, but he probably ran about 40.
Yeah, it in there.
King tripped up and dropped right there. That'll be a loss of 4 on the play. The linebacker for Kent State to hold on to King. It's second down and long now. Haynes King. Pass is caught there by Caleb Chapman. He just sat down right in that zone. Makes a nice catch. A gain of 13.
Chapman almost looks like a tight end as A&M is fixing to go fast, but this ball comes out on time.
On third down and about a yard. A-Chain on that carry. Looks
the football in that situation.
Crownover also in the game. He'll be a lead blocker as they give it to A-Chain, and he doesn't get it on fourth down. KSU stuffs it, a loss of a yard. Antoine Cook was the first one there, and then C.J. West at 330 pounds finishes it off. Hard line, a big stop and a touchdown game. They'll go inside handoff, only about a yard and a half.
Exactly how you get it done.
Handoff goes inside to Xavier Williams, and again, not much happening there, so it'll be third and relatively long. Diggs with back-to-back tackles. Just rushing 4 on this down. They'll come near side with it. Pass is caught, and that'll be a first down. Good effort on the outside by Keyshawn Abram, who will pick up the first down with an 8-yard catch.
Yeah, not a very good combination. It was soft coverage and a 4-man rush that seemed more excited to just stay in their rush lanes than try to get to the quarterback.
And now the race is on for Kent State. That pass is incomplete. For those of you who haven't followed Kent State football, outside pressure, they run up the middle with it, and a gain of only 1, and it'll be third down and 9 coming up. But what did
that power game in with how fast can we go, which is Dino Babers, some of that passing or coaching trick.
That one was tipped by Aaron Hansford, and it falls to the turf, but it's fourth down, and Kent State will have to punt it away. Josh Smith will punt it away, and they are clearly kicking it away from Mr. Smith, and that is probably a really good decision. Bama got off to just a tremendous start today against Miami, put up 44 points when it was all said and done. Here's Ainias Smith. He is wrapped up around the 31-yard line.
We have a replay review looking at a possible targeting on that last play when Ainias Smith caught the football. But we're as we take a further look at that targeting hit, 14 comes down, and actually it's from the other side. Mussolino, does he lower his head with forcible contact? And so the receiver had become a runner, and so it's not a defenseless player, so it has to be what the officials
After
come up
further
with.
review, there is no foul for targeting. Second down.
I think that's a good decision. I think Mussolino was coming in just to hit the ground running is the next great one. That isn't always the case.
A-Chain. He'll have the first down around the 39-yard line. Give him 7 yards on that carry. And Miami started things today. Late pitch to A-Chain, and he had nowhere to go. Boy, was that played well by Kent State. They stretched it out marvelous.
Yeah, and it's called a speed option.
Tackle behind the line for Kent State tonight. Here's King, stands in the pocket over the middle, looking for Weidermeyer. Let him a little too much. That one falls incomplete.
Right into the mouth of that safety.
King on third down. All day to throw, and Ainias Smith bobbled it but caught it. Inside the 40 down to the 36-yard line. That'll move the chains. On a 3rd and 12, they pick up 27.
Ainias Smith down at the bottom does a good job of just getting into that void. The first route took the safety over with it, that in route.
They hand it off to Smith.
Get the ball in a couple of times, and Kent State was afraid of that 2-back look tonight.
A-Chain.
Tennessee, and the other guys, center and 2 guards, rarely have played.
A-Chain off the right side. He'll have the first down inside the 25. A couple of missed tackles.
So it's all about that line of scrimmage and about a young quarterback making hay in the pass game.
A-Chain down to around the 17-yard line.
He seems to be a little bit different than most guys that can run a 10-1.
Finished 11th at the NCAAs. Batted in the air, and that one is picked off by Kent State. They snuff out the drive. They'll have it at the 21-yard line. Elvis Hines comes up with the interception.
And poor spacing on the route. It's kind of a typical flood route when your quarterback gets outside, but the tight end and the secondary receiver were too close together. And so the quarterback, he will learn this. This is the first time that we saw King kind of force the ball. If it doesn't work, throw it out of bounds and start all over again. Action, very little pressure, but Bryce Young, my goodness.
344, 4 touchdowns. Good start. There is Crum, and he'll spin his way out near the 30. They'll spot it at the 29-yard line.
Active at times just like that.
Second down and short. They go quick, and they're going to spot it at the 32, and that'll be enough for the first down. And here comes Kent State.
This half would be a touchdown to tie this one up.
Crum. He will take a couple of shots, but the way he was tackled, he actually got flipped over to the 40-yard line. So give him 8 on that carry on the flash fast offense. Over the middle. Pass is caught, first down at the Texas A&M 46-yard line. Abram takes a shot but holds on to it, brought down by Chappells that they wore 20 years ago, right after 9/11. Kent State trying to hang tough on first down, trying to set up a screen to Brian Bradford, their big back at 245 pounds, but Antonio Johnson able to make the play.
And then throw the screen in behind it, but this defense is too fast to be screened against this team.
Little quick hitter to the outside. They're going to say catch is made. And long now, 3rd and 11 for Crum and company. 4-man rush, high throw. Incomplete, 4th down. Cephas again the intended target.
Adding a safety, and Kent State is getting some plays out of it, but not enough plays.
Josh Smith, high, booming kick. He'll go out of bounds. See where they spot this one. They're going to spot it inside the 5, down at the 3-yard line. Great kick by Smith. With that, time for an update. Here's
Isaiah Spiller and Jimbo Fisher.
Saw those numbers. Great start, but it slowed down considerably after going 6 for 6. So we'll hand it off here. After the 10-yard line goes Isaiah Spiller.
His receivers, poorly defined, but you don't force that as a quarterback.
Spiller out to about the 13-yard line. That'll be close to the line to gain at center. We expected to see him early, and that has been the case. Out of the I formation, they hand it off right side. First down, and then some for Spiller out to the 25-yard line.
Aren't defined landmarks for offensive linemen, and quarterbacks, it gets somewhat confusing.
Pass caught for 11 yards by Caleb Chapman. Good to see Caleb out there. Of course, suffered a devastating knee injury in a touchdown catch against Florida last year that ended his season. On first down, 4-man rush. Anaya Smith breaks a tackle inside the 40. Gain of 24 yards, brought down by Dean Clark.
And that's why people are so excited, including Jimbo Fisher. You know the athleticism that you're going to get out of Haynes King, but it's throwing that deep.
Offense here in the first half. King is 4 of his last 5. That one is picked off again by Elvis Hines, his 2nd tonight. And another drive is stopped.
And that was forced once again. It's a curl route outside. There was a defender underneath. There's pressure coming on. It's well picked up. The hesitation you can see in the feet will be a kind of a fire zone, trying to get pressure but play coverage on the back end for Kent State.
Crum flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run and pick up about 8.5 before he's out of bounds with 1 minute to go before halftime.
How about 10-10 at halftime? How would they feel about that?
So now it'll be 3rd down and about 2. Empty set, 5 receiver look. Crum, though, will keep it, have the first down and more. Crum walloped about the 40-yard line. Flags come in. An 18-yard pickup. Not sure what happened at the tail end of that play. Andre Wright and Damani Richardson converge on that stop.
It could be a potential targeting, but Crum is very good at this. And you see the center leading him up in there. It was somewhat of a run-pass option with the run part being a late draw. But is this a targeting?
Personal foul, targeting, number 26 defense. The play's under further review.
put into place
After
in the
further
pass.
review, there is no foul for targeting. Number 26 is not disqualified. The result of the play, however, is first down.
And Kelly, one of the points of emphasis this year, what? First down and 10. Crum picked up 18 on that scramble. Off the right side. Bradford with a big run, and he'll have another first down inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 16, and Kent State's knocking on the door.
And the veteran quarterback Crum getting him in the right play. It definitely was a run look to the right side right there.
Pocket stands tall, going to the end zone. Nobody there, and it's intercepted. A touchback in the end zone as Leon O'Neal comes up with the interception to stop the Golden Flashes.
Really bad decision by a veteran quarterback. His receiver didn't have anything early in the route and then released up. That pump fake was a double move, but what's happening when you make that pump fake and don't throw it immediately, that safety
points. I think some folks around the country taking a look at this and going, Texas A&M got off to a quick start, but the Golden Flashes slowed them down. It is a one-touchdown game. The Aggies will head to the locker room, leading at 10-3.
Or throw the ball away.
Kent State will get the football to start the second half. Here's Johnson. He'll take it out over the 20 to the 21-yard line where he is
at halftime coming into this game. However, they didn't get anything going offensively either, and the really bad mistake at the end of the half by a veteran quarterback in Dustin Crum certainly didn't help anything.
Crum, empty set, four-man rush, batted in the air, and it's incomplete. Let's go downstairs, get an update from Dre.
None of the 100,000 here thought that,
but nonetheless, I mean, a defense that gave up 70 points in their last game, did Kent State's defense, has not shown any signs of that. Flag down at the line of scrimmage. Pass is caught there on the far side. That one goes to Abram, who's been a favorite night.
Ineligible receiver, number 88, was covered up and went downfield for the offense. That's a 5-yard penalty, replay second down.
One, and now it's second down and 15. Coming near side, that one's dropped.
So Dave, a 3rd and 1 goes to 2nd and 5.
Dime package defensively by A&M. Not a whole lot of room to throw it. Pass is caught out here on the new side by Cephas for Kent State. End over end kick by Josh Smith. Another one of those Australian kickers. Down to the 30-yard line. That's where.
For one thing, it's way more humid right here.
No, you haven't been in my office, my man. I'm in a little closet over my garage. You got a little humid in there at times.
Second half.
King over the middle, high throw. That one's incomplete. Boy, Weidermeyer. Some say he could be the first tight end to go. And they go right back to him. Makes the catch inside Kent State territory at the 46-yard line. Dean Clark makes the stop, but a gain of 18.
And this is how you use a tight end, is you have him command the middle of the field, and then you put a ball on him where he can just body it up. See how that ball's more on his frame as opposed to the previous back's best friend.
A&M 7 of 9 on third downs tonight. They'll go Spiller on first down here. Boy, what a great cutback.
Kent State had 2 defenders that had the angle. The power play coming to the side away from where Spiller gets it, just a misdirection. 2 guys.
Carries 72 yards. First down and 10 after that 10-yard gain, and a lot of room for Anaya Smith. He's inside the 25-yard line. They will spot him down around the 22, give him a gain of 14.
Calling the plays in his animation on the sideline. That remains to be seen.
That was off the turf. Smith thought he got it, but incomplete pass.
So Dave,
again, the freshman Bryce Foster out of Katy, Texas, in there at center. Luke Matthews got the start, but he's been struggling with injuries. So we anticipate
Things that closed the deal for him to come here is Jimbo Fisher agreed to have him do that.
Here's King, flag down the middle of that line. Pass is caught. Down around the 5-yard line goes Smith, but that is right in the area of holding.
Kenyon Green was the right tackle that was where that flag was, but also the new center that you just talked about, Bryce Foster, was right in the middle of it. One of those guys is going to be guilty.
Holding, number 58, offense. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay third down.
Actually, it was Jameer Johnson, the left tackle, as he gets a little bit too high and absolutely just grabbed the jersey. He needs to learn that.
Erase the first down, make it 3rd down and 14. They'll run left side with Spiller. Gets it down to around the 18, hit a couple of times from the near hash. And that one will split the uprights. So 3 on the board for Texas A&M.
Jameer Johnson in particular, that entire timeout.
Johnson bobbles it, will take a knee in the end zone. Well, the first
for Kent State in that secondary for Texas A&M.
First down, they'll run it. Big hole off the left side. 15, 16, 17 yards for Marquez Cooper.
Yep, that umbrella look on the back end. Here comes the safety dropping down.
Crum will keep it himself out to the 45.
To do something now.
2nd down and 9. Pressure comes. Crum feels it, but nowhere to run. A defensive front that's missing 2 of their best guys, and McKinley Jackson and Michael Clemens, who are suspended indefinitely. They've held up pretty well today.
Break up
After
that
the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 8, defense. 15-yard penalty from the end of the play. First down.
There you go, Dave. There's another big play for Kent State offensively, but that pressure is to speed up the decision making, whether it's a run pass option, whether it's a drop back.
It'll be 1st down and 10. You know, Kent State will take it and move on, but boy, Crum had to get rid of that pass a little bit quicker than he wanted to, trying to hit Cooper out of the backfield. Here comes some more pressure off the edge. They'll run it up the middle. Couple of broken tackles and close to a 1st down goes Marquez Cooper. Nice hard running off the left side.
But they're counting on the 4-down lineman holding up better than that.
They'll run it with Cooper again.
Spinner up front, and when they're not thin, they're certainly young.
Coming around the right side goes Nykeem Johnson, the speedster, the transfer from Syracuse. Matter of fact, flag down. Cooper takes a shot, takes a couple of shots, one of them at the end of the play, and a flag came in.
There are multiple fouls. Personal foul, leg whip, number 67 offense. That penalty is 15 yards from the previous spot. After the play, personal foul, late hit with targeting, number 9 defense. That play is under further review. So we need to get timeout.
Well, Leon O'Neal's getting some slaps on the backside because he gets to stay in the game. They reversed the call on targeting.
Yeah, and called on the field and reversed in the review process, and you can see right there the forcible contact was not with the crown of the helmet, and that's the only variety that would apply there, because it's
so from the 22, Crum underneath. That pass almost picked off. He was way behind Nykeem Johnson. That was a dangerous throw.
Johnson coming from the left to the right and was out of time with his blockers.
Crum this time over the middle, picked off. Leon O'Neal, some redemption. He's to midfield. He's got some blockers. O'Neal will take it to the end zone. 85 yards.
We talked about the adjustment that Texas A&M has made. They bring a safety late, and that safety was Leon O'Neal, and then Kent State thinks they can throw a run-pass option, the pass portion of that behind the safety, and O'Neal would have none of it. And we talked to Mike Elko this week, yesterday as a matter of fact, and he said he wanted Leon O'Neal as well as Imani Richardson to get more active in pass coverage, and that's what more active looks like when you take one to the house.
Point after is up and good. So Leon O'Neal thought he was about to be ejected, stays in the game, and what does he do? Grabs his second interception. This one goes back 85 yards. Johnson lets it sail.
Hard in practice. Sometimes he'll chase Spiller 60 yards in just a run game drill.
Completion by Crum out near the first down. Crum, before that completion, was just one of his last 7, including 2 interceptions, and one of them came late in the first half in the end zone as they were driving.
Decision-making by a very experienced player.
They'll go with the big back, Bradford.
You know, not all interceptions are by Leon O'Neal, then it was a bad throw by Crum.
Crum keeps it, gets it to the 40, and he's stuffed there. It'll be 3rd down and about 6 coming up now for Kent in his career. That one's deflected at the line of scrimmage. It's incomplete. And a quick offensive possession for Kent State. 6:22 to go in the game, or excuse me, in the 3rd quarter. Smith calls for the fair catch around the 18. That's where the Aggies will.
At Texas A&M.
Yeah, King replacing the career leader in completions and yards for Texas A&M as Kellen Mond is now in the National Football League.
That.
Spiller 13 carries, 102 yards after that 9-yard pickup. They'll go back to him here in 28. And about a half a yard. They'll bring Smith in motion into the slot. They'll go that way and throw it to him. He'll have the first down out over the 30 to the 32-yard line.
Very simple. You cut the field.
Catches now for Anias Smith. Pull a couple of players on that O-line coming near side, and Spiller out to the 32-yard line. 4.5, maybe.
To that movement and relocating offensive linemen to a different point of attack.
Working off the left side. Here goes the speedster, A-Chain. Nobody in the building's going to catch him. Touchdown, Texas A&M. 63 yards.
If you don't get A-Chain early, you're not getting A-Chain at all. Take a look from the pit cam, and right there, it's over. You could see that other guys chasing were starting to lose ground, not gain it. You don't gain ground on 10-1 unless you're some Olympic guy.
One after is up and good.
Dave, that didn't take long.
No, not when you, as you mentioned, have the speedster bust. Short kick taken at the 7-yard line. Johnson out to the 30 to the 35. Let's go downstairs, check in with Dre.
Because it's so fast, it flies by.
Yeah, incredible. There's something really poetic. Almost
Up for Kent State. 4-man rush. Crum running for that sidelines. No flags.
for against the run, and so now you have Jaden Peavy that's taken over that role.
There's the Marvin Leal, who wraps up Bradford. Boy, Leal has played a heck of a game. He has been all over the field tonight.
And when you have all of these guys.
Nia Smith with, oh, I did. Good times.
Your eyes are really lighting up right now.
Here's King. His eyes are lighting up, trying to go deep. Has a man. Passes. Caught. Caleb Chapman down to the 20. 55 yards on the throw and catch.
Montre Miller was single coverage out there, and nobody in the middle of the field. You can see that, and Chapman just goes right by him. This is a middle of the field open or middle of the field closed read if I have a post. Obviously, King got middle of the field open, no safety. Then it's just a matter of throwing the right pass, and Haynes King did everything right on that play.
Spiller breaks a couple of tackles and finally dropped the 19th with Alabama. You just hope that, you know, if you're Jimbo Fisher, your club isn't thinking about Alabama just yet, because Kent State with another interception, this one on a deflected pass.
And this throw was late. Chase Lane was running a kind of a glance route, a deep slant route, and he was open early. So what?
Yeah, they had 4 interceptions last year, 4 fumbles. That was it. They have 3 interceptions tonight. 8.
There's a new sheriff in town pulling the trigger, and Haynes King has a little bit to learn.
Down goes Crum. Jaden Peavy, DeMarvin Leal combined.
Or next week in the NFL.
Crum smashed as he lets it go. It's dropped around the 25-yard line, incomplete, but Crum got hammered right as he threw that one. Short kick. Smith fields it, no fair catch. Flag comes out.
During the return, holding number 32, return team. Penalties 10 yards from the spot, a foul. First down.
First down and 10 for the Aggies. Spiller hands it off. Are you surprised at all that we haven't seen Calzada at least take a few snaps here tonight?
No.
Okay.
No, not whatsoever. Finish the game as that starter. That's an important point too.
Spiller, a lot of room over here. A little one-on-one matchup. He wins that one and picks up a few extra yards. Nice job by Spiller. Boy, I tell you, there is so much to like about 28. I mean, his ability to catch the ball in the backfield is just another dimension to what's already an awesome game.
Yeah, and an outlet throw by a young quarterback, that's good. And then give it to this guy where he can square his shoulders. That's also Hezzy.
Former Lady Vol hoopster, Andrea Carter down on the sidelines. Isaiah Spiller, no action on that play as they go to Chase Lane for the reception and a first down to pick up a 14 through the air. Pass is caught around the hip. A nice grab by Chase Lane to hold on to that football.
You remember the last interception that got batted up in the air because I told you.
King played just 2 games last year, making his first career start tonight. Steps up in the pocket, and that one sails off target, looking for Weidermeyer in the end zone. What a sight it has been. Haynes King, the freshman, nowhere to go, and he's dropped. C.J. West, the big man up the middle at 330 pounds. Boston, they can get a first down, but there's not a whole lot of room down there. It's about the 1-yard line. Third down coming up, pass over the middle. They may not even need to worry about it. They get 6 instead. Nia Smith, 14 yards out, his second touchdown of the night.
It's always a good idea to find zero. Watch him isolated right here. It takes a little bit of time. The middle receiver starts there, but then you have to go to that next window, and that's why King had to wait a little bit longer. The first defender saw King's eyes go there, and then the receiver, Ania Smith, bails the quarterback out and gets to that second window and ultimately a touchdown.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I think you're right. Every throw, every look, every situation is new.
This.
Going into your second year, it was like, okay, things slowed down immensely since the last time we were doing this. And then, you know, you don't often, the good ones don't often get to, you know, year 3 or 4 anymore.
Yeah.
But those are magical times. But a lot of these guys, if they have the ability, they're going on and learning it all over again at the next level. But it's kind of midway through that second year, and it's like, okay, I see this and I got this.
Schley comes into play. Some core Division I basketball offers, but had already committed to commit to Kent State and kept that commitment. Big hole off the right side. Williams still on his feet, breaks a couple of more tackles, driving down to the 30-yard line. A huge gain for Kent State, and Williams will get him into
A&M defensively, and then Williams has that speed. He's actually the speed guy that we haven't seen much of today.
Schley gets it down to about the 23-yard line. Antonio Johnson.
Maybe even as a receiver at times.
Pressure comes, and Schley trying to get out of that tackle, can't do it, as Keldrick Carper comes in to make the play.
And that was
85 yards on that interception return. Kent State driving here. They'll hand it off to Xavier Williams. Stays on his feet before he is dropped on the back end by Keldrick Carper.
There's a lot of pride defensively, trust me. I've been in these situations where you want to pitch the shutout out of the end zone. I know there's 3 on the board, but
Schley inside the 10, down to around the 7-yard line. Actually, they're going to spot him back closer to the 9.
anytime the defense can keep a touchdown off the board in a game is a huge win. They'll hear about that from Mike Elko if this group on the field right now can keep Kent State out.
Second down. Flag down. Schley takes it. He'll take it into the end zone. A couple of the flags are down, however. We'll see if this sticks or not. Nifty little run by Colin Schley.
Illegal formation. 5 players in the backfield on the offense. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay second down.
Supposed to be.
On second down. And it doesn't. A helmet comes flying off of Williams. Something else. He's watching his Aggie defense right now try to stand up here on third down. A couple of broken tackles. Good strong run from Williams. See where they spot it. Looks like it'll be around the 1, which will be good enough for a first down. It'll be first and goal.
Where was Williams up to this drive? He seems to be providing somewhat of a spark, more of the speed back. You think edge with him, but he's a pounder as well.
8 carries, 73 yards. A keeper by the quarterback, Colin Schley, will get him in the end zone. So the first touchdown of the night by Kent State comes with 8:27 to go. Just rapidly. Here's the point after. Andrew Glass hammers it through the uprights. Open it up a bit. Lead it by 24 now. Kent State coming off their first touchdown. Trying the onside kick. Loose football. Battered around by a couple of guys. We've talked about, you know, new quarterback, new offensive line, but
how do I distribute the ball to the guys that can make good things happen when they have it?
Here goes A-Chain, who already has a 63-yard sprint for a touchdown. Your 43 carries, 364 yards, and 4 touchdowns, averaged 8.5 yards a carry. Take it off the left side, driving, getting some help from his O-line down to around the 31-yard line. That'll be a first down, a gain of 9.
We showed that graphic earlier. Almost all the past numbers, because Mon's not here, is
A.J. turns the corner to the goal line. He'll be knocked out of bounds just shy of that line. It'll be first and goal now for the Aggies, a 30-yard scamper. A-Chain stays in the game. They're going to let him cap off this drive after that big run that set it up. And another touchdown on the board for Texas A&M, the second TD of the night for A-Chain.
So, Dave, what I was saying about the play caller and Jimbo Fisher is he has to learn it. There's a learning curve for Jimbo Fisher in all of this as well.
Kickoff sails into the end zone. Inside handoff. And I guess, you know, game ones for head coaches have got to be.
Replacing a four-year starter at quarterback and four offensive linemen, if you're the play caller, that doesn't make you sleep well either.
Right. You guess you got to figure, as you've talked about all night, you've got to figure out where you.
Is in this league, you don't get to take a step back if you want to close the gap on the people that are winning championships in this league.
Just got to score 8 games. They'll play 3 FBS schools. Power 5 schools. Smith touching, he may have touched that. That may be a Kent State football.
I didn't think Smith actually touched it, but this is certainly a reviewable play.
Kent State's clearly saying it was touched by Smith, and that's what the discussion is, and it will be Kent State football.
The back judge and the field judge came together, and Smith certainly intended to touch it. And I think it might be the left hand on this bounce, right? It hit him in the...
It came up and looked like it hit him in the face mask.
Put on the field as the kick was touched by the receiving team, recovered by the kicking team.
Oh, no, missed his face. You're right. Left hand on the second, on that bounce. Second.
Yeah, on the bounce, I think it went off of Anissa Smith in the back.
Schlee over the middle, slings it. One of our officials hit the deck as that ball sailed into the Cadets.
Sometimes, and still has eligibility left, but this young man's impressive.
Inside handoff. Banged it down there into the 2-yard line. Well, they got VMI next, and then it's Iowa and Maryland back-to-back. Schlee trying to spin out of trouble, nowhere to go. On 3rd down and goal from the 1, they will lose 9.
Sometimes the athleticism just absorbs you. Number 5, Turner, does a really good job of setting the edge and allowing the backside of that play to catch up with the quarterback. What's the line on this game? Because is this 3 points going to matter to anybody out there in America?
Yes. Yes, it will.
Bad beats, is that what we're going to experience?
He missed it. Oh, my goodness, from 25 yards out. Number 10 will make an entrance onto this field for the first time. Didn't play last year. A sophomore out of Sugar Hill, Georgia, Lanier High School. 2019, 12 of 24, 133 yards. Brownover joins him in the backfield. Boy, he has got some kind of arm, does Calzada. I was here and watched him play a couple of games 2 years ago, and he can really sling it.
The 100,000 sitting here tonight don't want to see happen again. But if that's the only time, that's as good a loss in the committee's eyes eventually that you could possibly have. But that isn't what this is dearly to ascend that mountain.
Flag comes in the middle of that line of scrimmage.
Holding, number 75 offense. 10-yard penalty, replay, first down.
But there's a lot, and then some not so good stuff. and then some decent stuff to end it.
First down and 20. Stay on the ground. It's getting a little chippy.
You know, Dave, touches you have to build for a menagerie of guys. But the offensive line replacing 4, that doesn't make me feel very comfortable.
Calzado with a nice run.
And it's not plus, just C, and that goes with the quarterback. It goes with his receivers that I think ran poor routes in 2 of his interceptions.
And another interception here. Flag in the middle of the line of scrimmage. But Kent State will have the football. I believe that was in the area of holding. We'll wait just a moment. Nico Bolden comes up with that pick.
Holding number 52 offense. The penalties decline. Result of the play is first down, Kent State.
Aiden.
First down and 10 with 1:10 to go in this one. A toss sweep coming near side and nowhere to run for Bangna.
Drawing board, and they continue to do what they do. They play fast, and that's essentially their scheme. It's no longer a gimmick in college football, but in order to play
95, 303 on the ground.
How many drives did they end up having tonight? Because the new paradigm in college football really has been for a while. Yards are out the window because people run like a track meet from 20 to 20, but how do you do in the score zone, and how many points you get per drive? When your offense is out there, did you do anything? And that's really the measuring stick for offenses in college football.
Helmet comes off. Schlee is stopped in the backfield.
And Schlee was given a phantom mesh.
It's that timeout. Second down and goal now. They will hand it off left side and nowhere to run there. Again, no matter what jeans I have
on your date night.
Here's Schlee. Sees some room to the left side. He's to the 10 and stop there. It'll be fourth down and goal coming up. They'll spot it just when you think you dodged the first one. I think these guys know what's going on here inside Kyle Field. Glass hits the upright. He missed it. A 24-yard miss to end this game.
Mama, the good news, we can pay rent again.
Oh, my goodness.
Glass.
Back-to-back misses for number 60.
He was getting closer, though. That one was dead center on the right upright.
So this one will finish at a 41-10 final score. 8th straight win by double digits. Their 9th straight win overall. Going back to last year, and they will get Colorado next week. So a game that saw Texas A&M put up almost 600 yards of offense. They got off to a quick start, slowed down the second quarter, but then found some rhythm, mainly behind this 85-yard interception by Leon O'Neal. They would go on to win this one 41-10 for Kelly Stauffer and Andrea Carter. I'm Dave Neal saying good night from Bryan College Station.